Hey, welcome back to Strange History. Today, we're going to North Korea, a country with no internet, no phone calls, and no freedom. A place where people can't leave and can't speak. Even saying the wrong word can be dangerous. But one woman escaped. She ran across rivers, through forests, past guards. She found a new life. She found freedom, but her heart stayed behind. Her family was still there, her mother, father, sister, and she missed them every day. So what did she do? She wrote letters, kind letters, loving letters, hopeful letters. But the truth is, those letters never reached her family. They disappeared, like her past. Can you imagine? You are free, but you don't know if your family is alive. You don't know if they hate you for leaving. You don't know anything. This is a real story. And while you listen, you will also practice your English. We learn with feeling. We travel with words. So please, like the video, subscribe to the channel, and come with me on this quiet, powerful journey. Let's begin. North Korea. It looks like a normal country on the map. But life there is not normal. There are rules. So many rules. No internet, no foreign movies, no outside music, no international phone calls, no travel without permission, no saying what you really think. People can't choose their job. They can't move to another city. They can't talk about the government, even in their own home. In North Korea, you must follow the system. You must respect the leader. All the time, every day. People wake up early. They clean the streets. They wear badges with the leader's face. They go to meetings. They clap. They speak carefully because someone is always watching. A teacher, a neighbor, even your child. One wrong word, one joke, one complaint could take you to prison. This is the world Minji lived in. That is not her real name. It's too dangerous to say. Minji was a quiet girl. She went to school. She listened. She obeyed. At home, she helped her mother cook rice. She played with her little sister. She smiled. But inside, she felt something strange. She didn't know what freedom was, but she knew something was missing. One day, she heard something dangerous. Her friend had a secret radio, very small, hidden in a box. It played voices from South Korea, news, music, real stories. Minji sat in silence and listened. Her eyes were wide. This world outside her country, it was different. People could say what they wanted. They could leave their homes. They could live without fear. That night, she couldn't sleep. She looked at the dark window. There were no lights, no sounds, just rules and fear. And a quiet voice inside her said, "Is this the only life I will ever know?" That question didn't go away. And it was the beginning of everything. Can you imagine saying goodbye without a word? No hug. No, I love you. Just walking away. That's what Minji did. She was only 20 years old, and she wanted to be free. She lived in a small town near the Tumen River, the natural border between North Korea and China. People said it was dangerous. But Minji already felt like a prisoner. And when your heart is not free, danger feels normal. So she made a plan. She would cross the river at night, in the cold, alone. It was December. The wind was sharp. The sky was black. She wore 2 shirts, a coat, and old boots. Nothing special, just enough to move. She didn't tell anyone, not her mother, not her sister. Why? Because if someone found out, even by accident, they could all go to prison or a labor camp. So she kept quiet. She waited until the guards were gone. And then she walked, slowly, carefully, step by step through the snow. Can you feel it? The frozen air, the silence, the sound of your own breath. She reached the edge of the Tumen River. It was half frozen. The ice cracked under her feet. The water moved dark and fast. She stepped in, 1 foot, then another. Her legs burned. The cold felt like knives. She didn't cry. She didn't stop. She just crossed. That river was not just water. It was a line between 2 lives. And when she climbed out, she was no longer in North Korea. She was in China. But freedom didn't come yet. In China, people like Minji are called defectors. Defector equals someone who escapes their country. And defectors are not protected. If police find them, they are sent back to North Korea. And back there, they face torture or death. So Minji hid. For 2 weeks, she stayed in a dark room. She ate rice. She drank water. She didn't go outside. She didn't turn on a light. She didn't speak. Only her heartbeat reminded her, I'm still alive. Then one day, someone helped her. A local woman, part of a secret Christian group, brought food and hope. She gave Minji a phone. She made a call, and help arrived. There is something called the Underground Railroad of Asia. It's not a train. It's a path, a hidden network. It helps North Koreans move from China to countries like Thailand or Laos. From there, they can go to South Korea. But it's not fast. And it's not easy. For 4 months, Minji traveled at night. She hid in trucks. She walked in forests. She crossed rivers again, borders again, fears again. But she didn't stop. Finally, in 2013, she arrived at a South Korean embassy in Laos. She gave her name, her fingerprints, her story, and weeks later, she landed in Seoul, a city full of lights, shops, phones, people laughing. She was free, but freedom has a price. And hers was this. Her family was still behind the border, behind the silence, behind the life she left. Minji was free now. She had a small apartment in Seoul, South Korea. She learned how to use a smartphone. She learned how to take the subway. She learned how to order coffee. Everything was new. The food, the sounds, the people. But something was missing. Something big. Her family. She thought about her mother every night. How she smiled when cooking rice. how she tied her hair in the morning. She remembered her little sister's laugh, her small hands, her loud singing. But now, silence. No phone calls, no letters, no way to know if they were alive. North Korea doesn't allow contact with people outside. If her family got a message from her, they could go to prison. That's the truth. Still, Minji needed to try, so she did the only thing she could. She wrote letters. Long, careful letters. Filled with love. Filled with memories. She wrote one letter every year. Sometimes two. She sent them through secret networks. Some letters went to China. Some were sent with Christian aid groups. Some just disappeared. She never got a reply. Not one. But still, she kept writing. She folded the paper slowly. She kissed the corner. She prayed. Why? Because writing was hope. And hope was all she had. Can you imagine that? Living free, but never knowing if your family is alive, if they are cold, if they are angry at you for leaving. Freedom gave her safety, but it could not give her peace. Years passed. 1 year, then 2, then 5. Minji was now in her late 20s. She spoke Korean with a different accent, a southern accent. She studied, she worked, she even smiled more. But every time she heard the wind, every time she saw an old woman on the street, she thought of home. Are they still alive? Did they ever get my letters? Do they hate me now? These questions never left her. Let me tell you something true and painful. There are more than 33,000 North Korean defectors living in South Korea today. Many of them still don't know what happened to their families. Some never speak of it. Some write letters like Minji. Some just wait. Minji never got a reply. But she kept writing. Every year. North Korea has no free mail. No phones that connect to the outside world. No way to say, I'm okay. Or, I miss you. So people like Minji write to nowhere. To a place that might never answer. But they write anyway. Because silence is worse than rejection. Because letters feel like connection. Because hope, even small, keeps you breathing. Today, Minji lives in Busan. She works at a small bakery. She teaches new defectors how to use smartphones. She helps them write letters too, to brothers, to mothers, to children they may never see again. And every year, on the same day, Minji writes one more letter. Freedom is a right, not a gift. Every person, no matter where they are born, deserves to speak, sing, and dream. So wherever you are, this message is for you. You are not alone, and every person matters. Thank you for listening. Thank you for being here. With love, I'm sending this story to you. See you in the next Strange History.